Now, this is how you are going to visualize your data from the pivot table using pivot charts. You have summarized your data using this pivot chart like this. You can see it is very, very impressive, and you can easily tell what each and every city did in terms of the sales volume. But now, I do not want just to look at the discrete values. I want to look at it from the chart view. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a pivot chart, and creating a pivot chart is very, very easy. After creating a pivot chart, I'm going to also create slicers that will help me to filter this pivot table and the pivot chart. So the first step, after you have created your pivot table, click into that pivot table. After clicking into the pivot table, go to where we have the pivot table analyze tab. Then click on that. When you click your pivot table analyze tab, a new window like this is going to open where we have the tools. And under the tools, we have the pivot chart and recommended pivot charts. We have the pivot charts and recommended pivot tables. Let us go to the pivot charts. Click on the pivot chart. When you click on the pivot chart, you are going to be shown a number of charts that you can use to summarize your data or to visualize your data. The first one we have here is the column chart, and if you click each and every one of them, whatever you are going to have is going to be displayed here. You are going to be given a preview of what you are going to have even before you have it. So let us have a look. Let us just drag it here. Now the first one, we are being given column chart. The second one is a line chart. You can see pie chart, bar graph, the area chart. We have various types of charts that have been given to us. Now let us start with the line chart. We just want to see how each and every city performed from 2013 to 2017 and how they compare to each other. I'm going to choose line chart. Then this is what I'm going to have. Then I'm just going to click OK. This is what I have, guys. This is the line chart. Remember that a lot of things have to be done for this particular chart for it to achieve whatever objective we have. First, I want to resize it, and for me to resize it, I'm just going to hold on this, what we have here. I want it to have a bigger size. I'm just going to resize it manually. Next, when you look at this chart, you are going to realize that we are supposed to have these years at the y-axis, but unfortunately we have the cities at the x-axis or at the horizontal axis. So first we want to change this. We are going to click on the Design tab. Then where we have data, we are going to click on Switch Row and Column. We just want to change the row. We want this to come here, and we want this, what we have at the legend, to come to the horizontal axis. So we are clicking on Switch Row and Column, and you can see everything has changed. Now, whatever we have here is quite impressive, and you can easily understand it. So you can see from 2013 to 2017, this is how Sydney performed. You can see it started in 2013, then at the momentum was going up 2014, it went up to the peak for 2015, then it started coming down up to 2017. Now same to Melbourne and same to Perth. Now this is what we have as our pivot chart. Next, what we want to do, we want to give this pivot chart a name. For us to give it a name, we are going to come to where we have the plus sign just at the topmost corner of this chart. Click into that plus sign, then click into where we have the chart title. You click into the chart title, something like this is going to come to pop up. Now inside that triangular thing, you are going to give your chart a name. Let's say it is sales volume per city. Then just click outside. Now we have given it a name. We can come back and maybe increase the font and change the look to something much better. Let us increase the font. Let us have it there. Then font size, I want it to be bold. You may decide that it becomes bold, italic, or regular. I want it to be bold. Then I'm going to click OK. Now we have something better. Then next, I also want to give my axis a name. So again, I'm going to click on that, come back to the plus size, the plus sign, then just check where we have axis title. Then what am I going to write here? I just want to give it a name, for example, sales volume, that is the vertical axis. Then horizontal axis is going to be something like the time period or the period in years. Yes, guys, we have it here. This is what we have. Let us just have it back because of the space. Now, from my pivot chart, you can easily filter your data. For example, let us say that I only want to see the sales volume for a particular city. For example, I only want to see sales volume for Melbourne. I'm going to have where we have the city, and for the city you can see we have a filter button. Click into that button, and then you can see something like this is opening, and select all, then select only one city, that is Melbourne, then OK. Then you can see we now have Melbourne city alone, and you can easily tell from 2013 to 2017 how it performed in terms of the sales volume. We can further filter this data by account manager. Let us go to the account manager, and let us say that we only want to see how a particular account manager performed in this one city from 2013 to 2017. I'm going to unselect all, then select only one account manager, that is the first one. OK. It is not showing anything, meaning that this particular account manager we have chosen did not make any sales within that city. So let us come back and select. Let us go to the second account manager. Again, the second account manager did not make any sales within that Melbourne city. We are again coming back. Again, you can see. Now let us look for account manager who made at least some sales within the Melbourne city. Yes, let us come back. We move to where we have the account manager. Click into that filter button. Then unselect all. I want to come to the last account manager. I'm going to select that, then OK. Then you can see for this account manager, this is how he performed from 2013 to 2017 in Melbourne city. We could further go and filter this data in terms of years. We do not want to see sales from 2013 up to 2017. Instead, we just want to compare sales 2013 and 2017. So what we are going to do, you come to where we have the year, you select that, you come here, you unselect all, We only want to see data for 2013 and 2017, so that is what we are going to choose. Then okay. So you can see how this particular account manager performed in Melbourne City for 2013 and 2017. It clearly shows that in 2013, this particular account manager made huge sales. Then for 2017, the sales dropped drastically. Let us do away with the filters. Again, select all. Again, select all for cities. We have that. Now, next, what I want to have, I want to give this particular pivot chart a nicer look. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the chart styles. Chart styles is just below the plus sign beside our pivot chart. So I'm going to click on that. Then a wide range of styles is going to be displayed. So from here, I'm going to choose whatever I want. I want something like that, so that is what I'm going to choose. And you can now see I have that. Now next, I want to see how I can use slicers to now filter my data instead of using manual filters. First, I'm going to do away with all these filters. Once I do away with the filters buttons, I'm now going to create slicers. And creating a slicer is very easy again. Slices are features that you can use to filter data on a table, on a normal table or a pivot table. So I'm going to click into my pivot table, come to where we have our pivot table analyze tab, come to where we have the filter. Under the filter group, you can see we have insert a slicer or insert timeline. We only want to insert slicer. So I'm going to click on that. When I click on that, I'm going to be given a range of fields that I can add to my slicer. This time I only want to add city, state, account manager, and the order year. These are the 4 slicers that I want to create. And you can see they have been created. So next, I want to arrange this slicer somewhere so that I can easily have access to them. But first, let me resize them. This is the second one. Again, let me resize it. Now, these are my slicers. I have 4 slicers. These are like 4 filter buttons. The first filter button is for the account managers. The second one is for the order year. The third one is for the state, and the last one is for the city. Now, again, what I want to do, what I'm going to do, I'm going to format, or I'm going to give these slicers nicer styles so that they can stand out and they can have a look of whatever they are representing. So I'm going to click into one of them, click on slicer, then under the slicer styles, I'm going to start with the second one, then click into the next slicer. This is what I want to give it. The third slicer, then the last slicer. This is what I'm going to give it. That is for the last slicer. Now up to here, let's say that I want to only see data from one city, that is Melbourne. I'm going to click on that, and you can see now everything is changing. If I want to do away with that kind of filter, I'm just going to click on the funnel once, and you can see the filter has been erased. Let's say that I want to see for path. I'm going to just click on path, and again you can see everything has changed. If I want to do away with that filter, I'm again going to click on the filter funnel. Maybe I only want to see sales volume for Melbourne and for Sydney. What I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the first one. Then I'm going to click on my control key. Then come down up to where I have Sydney, then click on Sydney. You can now see I have two cities, that is Melbourne and Sydney. Let us clear that. Let's say that I want to see only data for 2013 and 2017. I'm going to click on 2013. Then I'm going to hold my control arrow or control key down. Then I'm going to come up to where we have 2017. And you can see that is what we have for 2013 and 2017 for Melbourne, for Perth, and for Sydney City. Let's say that I only want to see data for 2013 and 2017 for Sydney and Perth. I'm going to do a second filter using this slicer. I'm going to click on Perth, then Shift Sydney. Yes, you can see from 2013, 2017, for cities, we only have two cities, Perth and Sydney. Let us come to our account managers. I want to see sales for the first 6 account managers for 2013 and 2017 alone for the two cities, Perth and Sydney. I'm going to click on my first account manager, click on the Shift key, then move up to the 6th account manager. And you can see that is what we have. So this process is very, very simple, guys, and it can enable us to have an interactive dashboard and an interactive engagement with our data.